Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be making this lovely beach suit. I actually filmed the most of this video a year ago before I went on holiday to Greece because I planned on wearing this to Greece, and I had a broken foot in this video, so I filmed this video a year ago and then I sat on it because I was having fun and it was summer and I was really busy doing things, and then when I sat down to edit it and post it, well, I thought, well, it's winter now. Nobody's going to want to make a beach suit in winter. So it's a year later and now I'm posting it. So it's getting warmer. You might want a nice outfit for, you know, when quarantine lifts and you finally get to go on holiday. You can look fabulous. So I got this fabric. It is pure polyester, but it has toucans on and it's very like cheesy I'm going on holiday fabric, so I thought it would be really fun because it's covered in toucans and palm leaves. So this is what I'm going to make. It's a bodysuit, so these are just shorts, and then you've got a wraparound skirt, so you can wear this at the beach, and then if you need to walk home afterwards or go out to dinner straight afterwards, you can put the skirt on and it becomes like a summer dress. So now that we all have free time, you might want to try this one out. Thanks, Beatrice. So this is the Pinterest board that I made for this project. I added loads on here. There are lots of patterns from the 50s and 60s. And you're probably thinking, why don't you use one of those patterns? Well, I am cheap and I like to make my life difficult, so I just didn't use one. But you can see where I've drawn my ideas and my inspiration, and basically this is the kind of thing I'm going for. So I'll put the link for this in the description so you can have a look and have a browse if you want to do this. And the fabric on this one is really similar to the one I made. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I want the underneath to be a playsuit or a romper or an all-in-one, whatever you want to call it. And I want to have a skirt that goes over the top to make it look like a nice pretty outfit when you're not at the beach. So I think I want maybe like a sweetheart neckline. I might have some straps. I think I'll need them. Let's do one of those funny things that you see like fake 50s outfits were, because I want this outfit to be really cheesy because it's covered in toucans. I just put some seam lines in there. And then the shorts, I want them to be quite flowy. I think I kind of want, you know, it's higher on the outside of your thigh, so they kind of go up a bit. And then we can do some pleats there to tie in the seam lines. So that's what my beach suit's gonna look like. Of course it's gonna have pockets in it. Like this is my invisible pocket. And then it's just gonna be a wraparound skirt, I think. So the skirt will make the waistband. I can tie it at the back or the front. And it's going to be gathered so then it can have a cool kind of finish, and it will look very drapey and fancy. And that will be the final outfit. It's probably not going to look as pretty as that because it's going to be on me. But that's what I'm thinking. You can do like a big bow at the back. Blowing in the wind. And the bow here blowing in the wind. There we go. She's a dramatic lady. She has her action pose. Let's see how this goes. So, we're making a romper dress. Oh Jesus, I almost fell over. My foot's still broken. I've got some scraps here, some white polycotton, and I'm going to make a mock-up for the bodice out of that. And then if it works, I'll use it as a lining for my fabric. The fabric is this beautiful fabric here. I have no idea what it is. It's polyester something. I got it from Pound Fabrics and it's got toucans on it and I think it's really fun. So that's what I'm using. Yeah, it's from Pound Fabrics, so it cost £1 a metre. I mean, they do have fabrics on there that cost more than £1 a metre. I'm pretty sure this was £1 one. But it is slightly see-through, so I may have to line the shorts because, like, underwear. The skirt will be alright because the skirt's going over the shorts. So we'll see about that. I'll do some testing, but I may have to line the bodice. For patterns, I'm just gonna do some draping, cutting on the stand, whatever you call it. Well, I tried it on and the bust line for these pieces was too far in, so I moved it over about 1.5 centimetres, moved it over on this side too. And I tried it on and it fits really well. It's a little bit tight, so I think I'm going to take it out with the back because the shape at the front's alright. And like, it's not gonna fall down. So I was gonna put the straps on this, but now I'm thinking I might leave it strapless because it actually fits, which is a plus to making things to your own measurements. I marked on the waistline here, well I just put some pins in and I'm going to even out with a ruler. I'm going to mark on the waistline and then I'm going to unpick this and cut it out of my top fabric. Okay, so I've cut it out of my top fabric. I'm making sure all the toucans are facing the right direction. Here are my pieces. The fabric's very silky and slippery and it keeps wanting to move about, which is not what I want. So I've decided I'm going to flat align it and keep these pieces attached. I should probably iron those pieces, but you know, I'm lazy. So now I am going to show you the measurements I took to make the shorts part. You'll need a tape measure, a bit of tape or something, and a pencil. So you're going to put the tape around your waist where your natural waistline sits, or the bottom of the bodice part, which Really should be both, but it's up to you. Whatever flatters your body type. So we're just going to tie that round, and that's going to be the marker for where we do all our measurements. So you want to hope this stays in the right place. Mine is elastic, and so it didn't make smarter choices than I did. So we're going to take our tape measure, and the first measurement is going to be our hip measurement. So you're going to find that measurement. Now your hips are the widest part, which is usually over your bum if you're me. So we're going to take that measurement, and then we're just going to make it bigger until it fits nicely over our hips, because you want your shorts to be able to pull up easily and you want them to be quite loose. So whatever measurement fits nicest and you can move around in, that's the measurement you want to use. Next we're going to do this measurement. I've no idea what it's called. It might be the rise, but like double. Basically you want to get between your legs and get the measurement from the front of your waist to the back of your waist. Now we're also going to make this a bit bigger because we don't want this to be really tight. We want this to be loose because they're loose, flowy shorts. So not too loose, so it's dragging around your knees, but like not super tight. It should be nice and comfortable. Now you want to do your leg measurements. So wherever your shorts are going to sit, you want to find that measurement, and as big as you want it, as small as you want it, however tight you want it, you're going to find that measurement. And then we're going to do our waist to hem measurement. So from the waist to the hem of where your shorts are going to sit. That's the measurement you want next. So I leant all the way to one side to make sure if I leant to one side, they weren't going to rise up and show my pants. So you want to do a bit of wiggling in this to make sure no pants are being shown with your measurements, because I have done that in the past. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I have recorded me making the shorts pattern as what you see here. But honestly, they turned out terrible, and this is just not helpful to see, like from the measurements that you took. So I'm going to draw you a diagram with where to put the measurements, which is honestly going to explain it a lot better, because this doesn't make any sense, and I didn't know what I was doing. So it changes like every 5 seconds in this video clip, as you can well see. So I've quickly cobbled together a diagram that hopefully will make sense. I quickly did it. It might not even make sense, and you can probably Google a better shorts pattern. But that's roughly what I did, and if you want to get your head around it, you can probably use that. So if you want it, pause the video. So next I'm just marking out and cutting out 4 of those pattern pieces, 2 for the front and 2 for the back of my shorts. I'm also doing seam allowance. And now with 2 pieces right sides together, we're going to stitch down the curved seam. Now you want to do this twice because this will make 2 pieces, your front piece and your back piece, and the seam will be your centre front, and then on the other it'll be your centre back. Except on the back piece, what you want to do is leave 20 centimetres from the waistband, and that's where the zip's going to go, otherwise you won't be able to get the shorts on. I actually ended up overlocking the seams instead of sewing them because the fabric's so drapey that I didn't want the seams to be really bulky. Right, I've decided to put pockets in this, so I'm going to be using the shape of these pockets from this skirt I got from Hell Bunny, because it's got huge pockets which are amazing because I can fit my whole phone in there, my whole purse in there. I can fit my hands in it up to like my wrists, so great pocket. So I'm just going to trace it on a piece of paper and make a pattern. I love this skirt. I got it in a sale because of course I did. And this doesn't have to be accurate, it's just gonna be a rough kind of. Then I'm gonna mark there, and join that up with a straight line. Do I have a ruler? I do have a ruler. Okay, so it's been a second, but basically the shorts pattern, this one, my dog sat on it so it's got some holes in, but ended up looking like basketball shorts. So I used, where is it, the shorts of this to adapt my pattern. Basically the original line I drew was fine, and then took it in about there and then took it up a bit like that. Far more flattering shorts pattern. So yeah, back to your regularly scheduled program. I think this is supposed to be me showing you that I have in fact sewn in the pockets and the side seam of the shorts, but honestly I have no idea what I'm doing here. Next I'm just overlocking the crotch seam so that it is a complete pair of shorts. Next you want to match up your bodice piece to your shorts piece and pin them together along the waistline. Okay, so this is the front, this is the centre front line. I've matched the centre front of the bodice with the centre front of the shorts. Because I made the shorts bigger than the bodice, I did this on purpose. So that the seam line for the that's the waist, that's the front, this is the middle, the first pattern piece. I've done a pleat. So the seam line matches up with the pleat line, if you can see that. Well, ish. It does, but like I haven't, it's just pinned in. And so these lines match up with the pleats, and then the side seams match up with the side seams. That's a pocket, I've just pinned it closed. And then on the back I put another pleat in there just because I had extra fabric, but there's no seam there. But that's fine because that's the back. There was no point putting a seam there because it would have done anything structurally. And then the back. So I'm going to sew the bodice piece to the shorts piece now, and then I'm going to put the zip in. This doesn't quite match up and it's my biggest pet peeve. You won't notice it when it's on because it's a really busy pattern, but this line comes here and then it goes over and comes down. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. But like all the other ones line up, like this one lines up. This one mostly lines up. It's just this one's so off. Okay, it's not so off. Like that one pretty much lines up. It's so off. You won't notice it, but I know it's there. I know. Next, I'm just adding an invisible zip into the centre back seam. Now we're going to make that flappy thing that sits on the neckline of all pin-up vintage inspo dresses. So I decided to do one of them. I thought it would be fun and cheesy, so I got a strip and I folded it in half, pressed it, and then pressed little triangles into the edges so they'd sit nice in the centre front. And then I just pinned them to the neckline of the bodice, and so the little triangle points would meet in the middle. And then I'm just going to overlock them together, and then I'm going to turn them over and understitch them down so they sit nicely and the seam allowance is hidden. So here it is. This is just me trying on before I hem the shorts. So I took quite a bit off the hem because they look like basketball shorts, and that's the length I went with. Also, the pleats in the front made it look like a nappy and it's really weird, so I took a load out of the centre front because it looked like I had a pouch. Also, the bodice just doesn't sit very well, and later on I put straps in this just by sewing a swimming costume strap on it because I really hated how it sits under my boobs on the side. So it definitely needs straps. Also, I think I did the pleats the wrong way round and they should be facing the other way, which was why it looks like a pouch and looks like I have a huge stomach, which is not the look you usually go for. Now, cue embarrassing montage of me wearing the outfit. Chilling with my hands in my pockets, not only my hands but my wrists in my pockets because I have pockets. You judged me, but you do not know the struggle of not having pockets. Yeah, I carry all your things for you. You don't have this problem, I have this problem. But now I have pockets. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you're feeling generous, please click the like button and subscribe so you can see more of my videos. And if you're not feeling nice, don't. I don't know why I added that. That sounded passive aggressive. In the comments, why don't you tell me what you've been sewing this quarantine season, if you have been sewing anything or not. And is quarantine a season? I don't know. People have just been saying it and that was stuck in my head. Bye bye!
But I'm thinking
Yeah, I point the camera that way and the cat goes and lies right there.
what I'm thinking.
Just like an old granny then, Jordan.
Oh.
Meow. 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 Well, I didn't know that. Thank you very much. Meow. What time is it? Is it really? I had no idea. Oh, it's catty dinner time. What a surprise. Yeah, I'm coming, don't worry.